The Sahel region is facing a growing security crisis as extremist groups gain power and destabilize the region. Violent organizations like ISIS in the Greater Sahara, Islamic State West Africa Province, Boko Haram and others are exploiting a vacuum left by the decline of international counter-terrorism support and weak regional leadership. This has led to increasing attacks on both government forces and civilians. Now Chad's interim president Mohamed Idris Deby is openly critical of the multinational security forces threatening to pull his country out of the coalition. Deby argues that the multinational forces have failed to curb insurgent activities, especially in the Lake Chad region, leaving the future of regional counter-terrorism efforts uncertain. Well, for more on developments in the Sahel region, Truth Nigeria TV's Mike Ode-James joins us now. Mike, thank you for joining me. Now, what is the current security situation in the Chad Basin and which groups are behind the recent attacks in Chad, Nigeria and Niger?
Thank you, Mary. The current situation in the Chad Basin is that of stalemate. The federal forces, that's the Nigerian military, at the early part of this year, in the first and the second quarter, seems to have degraded terrorist groups like Boko Haram and the splinter group Islamic State for West African Province, ISWAP. And to a large extent, Boko Haram and ISWAP were not able to launch attacks or hold on to territories. Even up till now, they are not holding on to territories. But in the third quarter of this year, we see a situation where Boko Haram started launching attacks both on the Nigerian military, the Chadian military, and even in Niger Republic. The Chadian president, Mohamed Deby, said that much, that it is Boko Haram that has been attacking their forces.
All right, have military efforts against Boko Haram and other insurgents been effective, and what does Chad's threat to withdraw from the multinational joint task force mean for regional security?
Yes, Mary, military efforts have paid off. The attacks were not like before, not the way it used to be in those days. In 2015, 2016, 2017, you have Boko Haram and ISWAP holding on to territories, huge number of Nigerian military being killed. But these days, that is not the case. These days, we have seen a situation where the Nigerian military have been able to degrade the capability of both ISWAP and Boko Haram to launch attacks. If anyone decides to pull out, especially Chad, it's going to be a huge blow. Number one, Chad has a huge military. Besides that, the Chadians are experienced, have over 20 years experience in fighting jihadi groups. The Chadians were in Mali, they were in Nigeria, and they have been providing assistance even to Niger Republic. And in 2015, when they were in Nigeria, they helped to recapture a lot of territories that were taken over by Boko Haram.
All right, thank you, Mike, for the updates.